Hello, and welcome to another video of CodeBot for SAP SuccessFactors. In this demo, we will export configuration data from two different instances, compare and import the mismatched data from one instance to another. To begin, on the dashboard, click on Import Export Data module tile. Now, click on Add New Iteration. Select Add New Workspace from the drop-down. Add the iteration number. Enter the new workspace name. This will create a new workspace. Next, select the host address from the drop-down. Enter the company ID, SF username. Remove the SUser ID, as it is only required for provisioning instances. Enter the description and finally, click on Submit Form. Notice that the new workspace has been created. Enter into your workspace and you will see that the new iteration is created. Open the workbook to the Import Data Config tab. At first, we need to export data from Instance 1. Select Generic Object Absence Counting Method in column C, and in the next row, select Legal Entity. Type Sheet Name in column D. And set the status to Pending in column N. This process will allow the bot to create two new tabs in the workbook and pull down data. Back in CodeBot, click the hamburger menu and click on Process Workbook. Here, enter the SAP SuccessFactors password, type execution notes, and check Select All checkbox. At last, click on Confirm and Start. The execution is processing. Meanwhile, let's create another iteration with different instance. Click on Add New Iteration again. Select the host address from the drop-down. Enter the SF username and company ID. Remove the SUser ID. Enter the description and finally, click on Submit Form. This will create another blank workbook. Open the workbook. Select Export in column B. Then select Generic Object Absence Counting Method in column C. And in the next row, select Legal Entity and type Sheet Name in column D. Make sure that the sheet names in both the workbooks are same, otherwise the compare function will not work. Set the status to Pending in column N. This process will allow the bot to create two new tabs in the workbook and pull down data. Back in CodeBot, click the hamburger menu and click on Process Workbook. Enter the SAP SuccessFactors password, type execution notes, and check Select All checkbox. At last, click on Confirm and Start. Once the export is completed, open both the workbooks one by one. And notice that the new tabs are created with all the information in them. Back in CodeBot, clone the workbooks to compare. Make sure the columns in both workbooks are with same headers. Once cloned, let's compare iteration number 3 to iteration number 4. Click on Confirm and Start. The iteration is now processing. Click on the eye icon to track the progress of the execution. Once complete, open the workbook. Here, notice the highlights. What exactly matches in both the workbooks is highlighted in green, and the data that remains unmatched is highlighted in red. Back in CodeBot, open the workbook from Instance 2. Here, let's select Import in column B. Generic Object Absence Counting Method in column C, and in the next row, select Legal Entity and type Sheet Name in column D. Set the status to Pending in column N. This will prepare two blank tabs. Back in CodeBot, click the hamburger menu and click on Prepare Workbook. Enter the SAP SuccessFactors password. Type execution notes and check the Import-Export Data checkbox. At last, click on Confirm and Start. The iteration is now processing. Refresh the logs to see the updated information. Once complete, open the workbook. And notice that the import tabs are created. Now, open the workbook from Instance 1. Open the Export tabs which have the data in it. Copy the data and then paste the data in the Import tabs of the Instance 2 workbook. Note: before you paste the data, match the columns headers to prevent any errors. CodeBot significantly enhances the import and export of data by automating and streamlining data transfer processes. It ensures accurate and efficient handling of large datasets and supports data validation during import-export. This not only improves data consistency, but also boosts efficiency by simplifying complex data management tasks. Before pasting the data, ensure that the column headers in both the worksheet matches. Properly aligning the headers ensures data is accurately mapped and imported into the correct fields, preventing issues such as misplaced values and import failures. Taking this step helps maintain data integrity and ensures a smooth import process. Back in Config tab, make sure the status is set to Pending for Import tabs. Back in CodeBot, click the hamburger menu and select Process Workbook. Enter the SAP SuccessFactors password. Type execution notes and check Select All checkbox. At last, click on Confirm and Start. The iteration is now processing. Click the eye icon to track the progress of the execution. Once complete, review the logs. Open Screenshot to see that the import job is completed. Open the workbook and notice green highlights in the Config tab. Navigate to the Import tabs Legal 1 and ACM 1 and notice the data in both the tabs is highlighted in green, which means it is successfully pushed to the instance. Open your SuccessFactors instance and under Manage Data. First, search for Absence Counting Method, then copy the external code from the import worksheet and paste it into the instance. Next, repeat the process by searching for Legal Entity under Manage Data. Copying the external code from the import worksheet and pasting it into the instance. Here, you will observe that the data has been successfully imported to the instance using CodeBot. Thank you for watching.